Some people don't control you by force. They control you by changing what you believe, what you fear, and sometimes even what you think you want. The most effective manipulation rarely looks like manipulation. It can sound like concern. It can feel like kindness. And sometimes it can even feel like your own decision. Today, we're going to uncover 5 psychological manipulation tactics, not so you can use them against others, but so you can recognize them before they are used against you. Welcome to the Knowledge Nill. Let's enter the psychology behind influence. Secret number 1, the isolation principle. Manipulation becomes easier when you lose access to perspectives outside someone's influence. It may begin subtly. Someone constantly criticizes your friends, questions your family's intentions, or repeatedly tells you, "No one understands you like I do." Over time, your world can become smaller, and their opinion can become louder. The danger isn't simply being alone. The danger is losing your reality check. So remember this: if someone consistently tries to separate you from people you trust, pause. Ask yourself, are they protecting me, or are they controlling who I listen to? Secret number 2, perceptual framing. Sometimes, influence doesn't come from changing your answer. It comes from changing the way you see the question. Imagine someone gives you 2 choices, but carefully hides the third. Suddenly, you believe you're making a free decision, but you're actually choosing inside a frame someone else created. This happens in advertising, politics, negotiations, and everyday conversations. The best defense is simple. Don't only ask, "Which option should I choose?" Ask, "What options am I not being shown?" Sometimes, the most important choice is the one nobody mentioned. Secret number 3, guilt and reciprocity. Humans naturally feel uncomfortable when we receive something without giving something back. A favor, a gift, a compliment, a small act of kindness. Usually, this is healthy, but sometimes someone gives with an expectation attached, and when you don't return the favor, they remind you, "After everything I've done for you." Suddenly, a gift becomes a debt, a favor becomes leverage, and gratitude becomes pressure. The lesson isn't to distrust every kind act. It's to recognize the difference between generosity and manipulation. A genuine favor doesn't come with an invisible invoice. Secret number 4, the mirroring illusion. Have you ever met someone who seemed strangely similar to you? They use your expressions, match your energy, share your interests, and somehow, within minutes, you feel unusually comfortable around them. This is called mirroring. It's a natural part of human connection, but it can also be used intentionally to build rapport. The important thing to remember is this: mirroring alone does not mean someone is manipulating you. Look at the bigger pattern. Are they simply connecting with you, or are they creating trust and then using that trust to push you towards something? Never judge a single signal. Observe the pattern. Secret number 5, planting ideas. The 5th tactic is perhaps the most subtle. Instead of telling you what to think, someone asks questions that slowly guide you toward a conclusion. They don't say, "You should do this." They say, "Have you ever wondered what would happen if you did this?" One question, then another, and eventually, the idea feels like it came from you. This technique can be used in harmless persuasion, But it can also become manipulative when someone deliberately steers your decisions for their own benefit. The best defense. Slow down. When you suddenly feel strongly about a decision, ask yourself, did I arrive at this conclusion on my own? Or was I gradually led here? The human mind is powerful, but it is not immune to influence. The goal isn't to become suspicious of everyone. The goal is to become more aware. Because once you recognize the pattern, you have a choice. You can pause, you can question, and you can decide for yourself. That's the real power of understanding psychology. If you want to learn how people think, behave, and influence each other, subscribe to the Knowledge Nill, because the more you observe, the harder you are to manipulate. Stay curious, stay observant,